Hi, we're here tonight to talk to you about chapter 6 in grades when he talks about word recognition. And one thing I really wanted to highlight that he addresses briefly, but there's more to say about, is when he talks about the difference between spoken and written language, or spoken word and printed word on page 188 and 189. I find that obviously he talks about it with emergent readers and that being a really difficult concept to bridge. But I also find with my high school writers that it is something worth addressing explicitly with them. And so here are some of the patterns I've noticed that are different between what we traditionally think of as oral or spoken language and what we expect as readers when we read the printed word. First of all, one thing I think this is really important for those of us who teach ELL, high ELL populations. Those are students who, even when they have been in American or English speaking schools for a long time, have been learning a lot of their English through exposure to the spoken word. And so a lot of their English reflects that fact that they're getting their knowledge of English through the spoken word. And this manifests itself in several ways when we read their writing. One obvious way that you'll notice is that words that aren't privileged by oral language end up missing out. And so students who are picking up all of their words and language by their ear, we call them ear learners, they are not going to, in that oral language, get a lot of emphasis on articles and on prepositions. And so when we read their writing, even though when we hear them speak they sound like fluent English speakers, when we read their writing we see they're often misusing articles and misusing prepositions. That's one of the reasons why we see that. Another, I feel like I'm rambling.